The story I'm about to bring to you is going to involve these two individuals, a child and a freezer. So in this picture, you see Kasceen Weaver and Dina Weaver. He's 49, she's 48, and these two are married. And these two were arrested in Chesterfield County, which is in Virginia, after it was discovered that their child's body was found inside of a freezer in their home on May the 4th. Now, if anybody of y'all know, May the 4th is a very important day for me because that is my birthday. So that makes this story even more crazier for me to have to talk about. Detectives said they are investigating a child's death after his remains were found inside of a freezer in a home in early May. The Chesterfield County Police Department said it arrested two people, Kasceen Weaver and Dina Weaver, in connection to Alil Adon Weaver's death. He was younger than 5 when he died. Officers said they found the boy's body on May 4th after they received a tip that a child's remains may be inside the home. Police got a search warrant and found human remains inside a freezer. Now, here's the crazy part. This story was just reported at the end of June, but they found the boy's body in May. And the thing is, I don't know how long the boy's body was in that freezer, and it's crazy that they just now are talking about this story, like in more recently, instead of back when it first happened. The remains were taken to the office of the chief medical examiner, where the child was identified as Alil Adon Weaver. The medical examiner hasn't said how Alil died. Police said the boy's parents both lived in the home. They were charged with conspiracy to conceal the body and failing to render aid to a child. Kasceen Weaver also faces other charges, including concealment of a body, domestic assault, and malicious wounding of an adult female whom he knows. The couple has been released on bond. I don't know why. I don't know how in the hell they were able to be released on a bond with a body that was found in the freezer. It says this incident remains under investigation, and look, they should not be out on bond. Point blank, period. So now I'm going to actually go ahead and get into this other article that was posted about this story a few days ago on the 6th. Now listen to this headline. Virginia boy's body found in parents' freezer after roughly 2 years. So this boy's body has been in that freezer since 2019, and they just found him on May the 4th of 2021. And they got a bond? They got released on bond. Virginia police say the body of a dead boy found in his parents' freezer may have been there for 18 months and 2.5 years before a tipster led investigators to the home. The boy, identified by Chesterfield police as Alil Adon Weaver, is believed to have died before his 5th birthday. Police said they received a tip that the child's body may have been hidden at a home on Lookout Point Circle, a Richmond area suburb, back on May 4th. Investigators obtained a warrant, searched the home, and found the body, but charges against the parents were just filed following an autopsy report from the county's chief medical examiner, which confirmed Alil's identity. A cause and manner of death were not yet available. Police arrested the parents, Dina and Kasceen Weaver, on charges of conspiracy to conceal a body and failing to render aid to a child. And they said the domestic assault that he has against him is against his wife. And I'm looking at her eye, and it looks like she might have been hit. But that's besides the point, because as far as I'm concerned, she is complicit with what was going on with the death of their child. It's taken a little bit of time to get us to the point right here, just for the fact that this isn't your typical type of investigation. Chesterfield Police Major Mike Luth told 6 News Richmond, "We have human remains that have been in a freezer for approximately 1.5 to 2 years. So we needed to have an autopsy done, and they worked really well with the office of the chief medical examiner. They brought in some specialists, some forensic anthropologists to help out on this. A second child living with the Weavers is now in foster care." That is crazy. That is insane. And it's crazy because I just did a story like 2 months ago. It was an update about this boy who was put in a freezer in the garage from his dad and his wife, who was not the biological mother of the boy. And now you have this story where it's pretty much the same thing. I don't know what it is with these parents and putting their children in freezers. And what's sad is that they said this boy was in that freezer for 2.5 years before they found him. And they said they don't know what the cause of death was at this point. Because the fact that they're saying that would simply mean that that boy was probably murdered before they put him in the freezer. I don't think that they just put him in there and he froze to death unless they knocked him out with something and then put him in there and let him freeze. But either way, that is a sick way to take anybody out, especially a child. And right before his birthday, these two right here, if it was my way, they would get the chair. That's just how I feel about it. Because as far as I'm concerned, both of them are equally trash.